This is the Washington Capitals season preview on HockeyTube.com. Now, I doubt you forget, especially if you're a Hurricanes fan, what the Washington Capitals did down the stretch last year, bursting their way into the playoffs like a juggernaut, grabbing the Southeast Division. Unfortunately for them, they were knocked out in the 7th game of their first-round series to the Philadelphia Flyers. Even with the stock markets the way they are, I would put a lot of money on the Capitals getting back into the playoffs this year and getting the division. And what's really amazing about the Capitals team is you really need to think about what they were missing for most of the season. Veteran playmaker Michael Nylander and captain Chris Clark had an injury-plagued season last year, combining for only 58 games played, and Sergei Fedorov didn't come in until the trade deadline. You need to also remember that Bruce Boudreau, the eventual Jack Adams Trophy winner, did not become head coach of the Capitals until they were way in the basement of the Eastern Conference. And of course, you can't forget about Capitals sniper star, the best player in the league. You know who I'm talking about, right? Brooks Laich. Well, he had an okay season, but I mean Alexander Ovechkin. Combine all these things with the emergence of rookie Nicklas Backstrom, the Washington Capitals were, and still will be, a force to be reckoned with in the East. Some weaknesses on this Capitals team could be that their defense isn't all that intimidating. Of course, they have budding superstar Mike Green on the back end, but after that it gets a little thin. Not to take anything away from Tom Poti or Pothier or Shane Morrison, for example, the Capitals just didn't look very secure against the Philadelphia Flyers, letting in a lot of goals in the playoffs. Speaking of which, let's get to the main question about this Washington Capitals team. How is their goaltending going to be this year? Brent Johnson seems to be a staple at the backup position, but who's in net now as the starter? Don't call it a comeback. Theodore comes in as the new Capitals starter, which is a little odd because he's replacing Cristobal Huet, and Huet replaced him in Montreal. Full circle. And of course, longtime Capital, Ole the goalie Kolzig, is now gone to the divisional rival Tampa Bay Lightning. So really, what can you expect out of this team? There's no reason to believe that the Washington Capitals will not repeat as their divisional champs, and they should also make it to at least the second round of the playoffs in the East. That is, of course, if their defense gets better and Theodore can hold it together. And if he gets back to his heart form, forget about it. Cup contender. But I guess we won't know that until the puck drops. Want more hockey vids? We got them here at HockeyTube.com.